Final Pogba will leave it for Rashford. He strikes. Oh, it's a goal! Staying on his feet this time. Look, they went for Martial. Lovely touch by Fernandez. Cavani! Rashford all the way across goal. What a finish!
Welcome everyone and welcome to AllinAllunited UEFA Champions League nights, fellas. Today's in the midst of everything that's happening, it just had a little small moment so we could celebrate some small victories, and yeah, so I gonna enjoy this one. We've been deprived.
You're saying it still sounded like we lost.
No, boy, I wanna be so careful, boy. This team, this club, right? I just wanna be so careful.
We on to the next round, you know.
Yeah. No doubt. We
live to fight another day.
Yeah, in the top flight,
In the top flight.
Yeah. So guys, thanks for coming on the panel this evening. Jody, Juju boss. It's been a while, Jody. All Jody say after, I can't remember what game it was. Jody say, Reem, I'm taking a break, boy. I can't handle this. I'm taking a break. After Ollie getting neck boss, I just get a message. Hey, you ready whenever you need, man?
Another feeling all too well.
Yeah.
It was too much stress, boy. I had to take a little break from that, boy. I didn't take a break from some of the games itself, actually watching it live. I had to take a break from it. Because I explained to Riemann, I did let him know I that Shifuka, that Watford game Saturday. I come off Saturday morning, right? And I went straight to my bed because I did already, I mean, not to make it sound bad, but I did predicted actually 1 loss. You guys, you understand? So I went straight to my bed. When I get up, I wasn't surprised to see the scoreline from that Watford game. But
wow.
That was then. This is we moving on to greener pastures now, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Not quite, but yeah.
We had to move on.
So let me just get some comments here. It has some people on the inside already. Ravindra, good night to you. Thanks for joining. Iron, behave. Let me don't go through that, right?
Mark, don't start that nonsense.
It's too early.
Mark, it's too early.
Right? He's saying, Chef, tell them you had an afro. I want only do here, Chef.
Dan. Listen to me. When Ole get fired, I went and finally get back to my haircut, shave, and like, oh yeah, look, I could shake off that now, boy. Oh God, that man had me depressed.
Yeah. The whole fan
base. Gregory.
Mickey Rampasa, thanks for joining, buddy. Saying glory, Man United. Nice to see you also. Yeah, boy. Yeah. And Dion, thanks for joining. Good night to you too. Nico, where's the vibes?
Yeah, as just similar to Jody, as a shift worker, I work in nights for the past so much days, you know what I mean? Going into maybe almost 2 weeks, and yes, I get up to watch these games now, boy.
Yeah.
You know? And it does be an effort, eh? It does really be an effort. And when a proper format is saying, wait, you understand? Like 2 hours of sleep, you lost 1, and then 2 you can't sleep because you're stressed, right? Because you're stressed.
It is so your whole day.
That they were telling me, so Jody, I could definitely identify with what you're saying.
And so far that you had to go back out to work tonight.
Exactly. But so today was a bit different. As much as we were getting to the game, I feel good getting up and at least we get a victory. Our partner of mine and all, he would have messaged me and he said, boy, I just really feel it for you, boy, because when you get up and you working night and to see these kind of performances, I just feel it for you,
Yeah, boy, pressure.
Yeah.
But guys, you all who looking on, please don't forget we want to get the content, out there. So if you could share, even like the video as well. To get as much Man United, supporters on on the inside to share their thoughts and views as well. Right, so guys, let me get into it now. Right, so so guys, we into the knockout round of the UEFA Champions League. We didn't enjoy that privilege last season, and I don't think we enjoyed the privilege this season before. I can't remember. Correct me if I'm right or if I'm wrong. Right?
But I guess when we played against PSG in the second round the last time, I guess that the last time we'd have enjoyed that. Well, we would have just come into the team.
Right, good. So last season, from a real good start in the Champions League, we ended up in the Europa League, and we lost in the final to the team that we beat today to go into to the second round, right? So a lot has been going on at United over the past couple of days. After another dismal loss against Watford, that led to Ole losing his job, to Carrick being appointed as the caretaker on Sunday to prepare the team for this crucial game today. Right? Coming into the game, I don't think much of us knew what to expect. But I guess, for me, what I didn't want, or what the team or what the club couldn't handle, was our next demotion to the Europa League. To send us deeper into this sunken place. It would have been a total embarrassment. And we know, from other clubs singing Ole at the wheel, to all the messages as began. It would have been a real hard one to take.
Yeah.
To drop points today, or even lose against Villarreal. And when we go into the game, we got to understand why we, were so fortunate. And we escaped Europa League. We entered the next round of the Champions League. The result was most important, and we going with that, fellas. So let me get into it. Team sheets, and we could get into the game one time. We could start to talk about the game, but before we do that, right, and I'll start with Chef. Let me just get some comments on the inside, right? So, Ian saying Ole was like the girl you really like, but you can't be with her. Mickey saying most definitely Sharon. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. We top of the group. Thanks to Young Boys. Yeah, the that game with Young Boys and Atalanta draw.
I was Young Boys real fight, boy. Wait.
David Curtin saying good night, David Curtin. Thanks for joining, buddy. King Ron Really Pre. He's saying actually saw a game plan today. So Chef, go through that team sheets, because I know the team sheet would have been something left field from Carrick. Nobody was expecting him to do that. But go through.
Yeah, so my thinking before was, listen, Carrick, you have one job today. Ensure we don't get embarrassed. That is your one job today. I wasn't looking for nothing flashy. I wasn't looking for no kind of nothing. Your job today and possibly weekend is to ensure we do not lose. I know that some men was like they're expecting miracles. No, let's be real. So when I saw the team sheet, I was like, all right, nice little changes. I was happy that somebody actually had the balls to tell Bruno, yeah, what, partner, relax on the bench today. Let me see what else could happen. I was glad Donny got a little start today. I really was hoping to see Eric in the starting lineup. I really wanted to see if he would have bench the so-called skipper. But that didn't happen. When I saw Mark Fred, I was like, all right, let me see what could happen. Martial, I was like, oh God, the tortoise get a start. Let me see what would happen. And it's only obvious the God himself have to start. And we know why. And I was glad to see Sancho in the starting lineup, because really and truly, the one bright spot in the last couple of games is you finally started to see Sancho grow into his position. He's still finally starting to get play at the right, and he looking good. You could see the hunger the boy want to prove himself. So I was glad for that. Yeah.
All right. Jody, tell me now.
Yeah, well, as for the team sheet, the only surprise I really see there was Fernandez, Bruno, because on the app I picked the team that started, guys, the team that I picked with Van der Beek and I just accept Fernandez.
What Juju? You'll be getting them thing on spot, boy.
Yeah. No, well, after Van der Beek's performance in that second half against Watford, if he did one bench, there's something that's wrong with him. Something has to be wrong with him. And as a man playing for his spot, he fighting for a spot in the team. So I was expecting Tiana, probably Fred or McTominay, probably in the middle lane. But the man run with the selection. As far as I see, nothing really changed in the way they play, It's just that them fellas and them was a little more aware of what's in front of them, and still there was game passed through. In that first half, at a point in time, I wanted to know where we midfield players was.
Nico, what you know?
Yeah, definitely the team sheet. We had to discuss, but we know Tellez had with customer over show, of course, with the concussion, right? So Tellez coming in, well, all right, we know he'd stick with Maguire, to be honest. But the surprise for me was definitely the leaving of Bruno out, right? Playing Van der Beek in an advanced position and leaving Rashford out for Martial, because for the season, other than the Everton game, we really haven't seen anything from Martial. So to give him an opportunity in this game, to me, that was I don't know if this is a statement, or I don't know if it, or I don't know if to say that maybe behind the scenes Rashford may be not fully fit, because to me, I don't think Rashford has been so poor not to be given the start today. You all might think differently. So today definitely was our audition for Van der Beek. I had high expectation of him. However, for me, he didn't take his chance in that advanced position, and myself and Reem would have been talking. I think Van der Beek need a manual to play with now. When I say need a manual to play with, he need a coach with an identity and a philosophy that he understands. He understands, well, hey, at this point, this is where this man will be, this is the formation we play, but expecting this person to play here, this person to make this run here. I think he needs that kind of information, because from what I've seen is that because he struggled for 60 minutes and he feel he struggled, so what I've seen is that he's not on the same page with the team, he's not the winged type. He's the type that, he had to have that information to make decisions now. So I think
the team not on the same page with him, Nico.
Yeah, he's not on the same page because
the team, the midfielder Fred and McTominay not on the same page with him because
they're not.
Right, so that was because they're not singing from the same hymn book now. They're not singing from the same hymn book. So if they're singing from the same right, so if they're singing from the same hymn book, then they'll understand each other. Because that's not happening. When he might be making to make a run for the ball, he again it. When he puts himself in position, he again it. So watching him today was frustrating for me. Martial again.
Doing Martial thing.
No, we let him dissect Martial game today. Right. Sancho though. Sancho, I think a lot of guys even on AllinAllunited have been calling for we buy Sancho to play on the right. Play the man on the right. Ole you always used to be playing him on the left, and we want to know why he playing him on the left when he was so good on the right. And
what you buy him for?
Exactly. So we seeing now, right, the quality he possessing on the right. Last game against Watford, I think he was a definite bright spot. And today again, and he was capped off with a goal. you know, and you saw the initiative.
You have a
Yes.
goal too.
Yeah, you saw the initiative he took. It. You saw when he got the ball to him, when it's one-on-one, he taking on the man without even thinking about it. You know,
Yep.
he running at players. So today for me, Sancho was top class, you know, and I think as we were getting to the game, but I think what stood out for me right in the second half was the timing of the substitutions from Carrick. I think that is what made you know, I mean, us win that game today, because normally as fans we could feel, all right, the team need to make a change now. The team need to make a change now. And all you used to wait quite down to the 80th minute. You don't know what you're waiting for. But the timing of the substitutions today, I think that is what helped us to win the game.
Early and decisive.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey Phil, what's up, man? How we feeling?
Me, I'm feeling a tad bit better from the weekend. So I mean, it's a win. It's a win. It's a win today. That's all that's necessary. And yeah, feeling good, man. I don't know how far you guys have gotten with regards to the game.
We're just talking about the team sheets. Yeah.
Oh, you guys talked about the lineup already?
No, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. It was a big call to leave out both Bruno and Rashford, right? Because as much as we have Chelsea on the weekend, this game was still a must-win game, right? Because I don't want to say the EPL is written off, but we still have a better chance at the Champions League than the EPL, right? So I would have put all my eggs in one basket, but I was very surprised to see Donny van de Beek in that number 10 position, right? So I'm glad. Yeah, that wasn't me. Yeah, so Van de Beek in that number 10 position, and even Martial starting. That was a call from Carrick that I did not expect. But both Martial and Sancho did have their moments on the wings, but I was kind of uncomfortable with two things: Harry Maguire in the back and Fred and McTominay, right? Because I think those three guys are both liabilities in our team. So when we get further into the game, I'll explain how guys like Scott and Fred definitely need some coaching.
All right, nice. Thanks for that. Let me just get some comments here. King Unruly saying Sancho and Van de Beek would be a good link. You could see both players have a bit same style of play and understanding. Yeah, and we saw that again against Watford. Right now, my when I saw the team sheet, I was elated, you know, to see that, you know, at least my boy getting a game before January, as Nico and Chef was coasting last time. All right, but I questioned the selection of Maguire, right? Especially after how poor he was, you know, recently, and then to get a red card against Watford. And I asked myself, if Bailly not playing, if Maguire not playing, then why he ain't get Bailly ready for the Chelsea game by giving him some minutes today? You know, it would have been the sensible thing to do. At least you have 5 substitutions. If you needed to pull off Bailly or bring him on, do something to get the man sharp, because Bailly have not been playing, and they're going to throw him in a game.
Because Bailly's last game was the first half against Man City.
Exactly.
He hasn't played since then. So you know you're going to flip into a Chelsea game. And anything is away. And Chelsea just spanked Juventus today. So
exactly, and the way that Chelsea team playing, you want to make sure all your players confident and sharp, right?
And you're just gonna throw him into a big game like that.
Exactly. So I was a little disappointed with that decision. And as me and Nico was saying, we were talking, and I thought that, you know, we could have gone with with Fred and Van de Beek deeper, because Van de Beek, anytime he plays in that number 10 role, he don't get service. You know, Jody, you did say just now he looking for the, and he just not getting service from McTominay and Fred, right? So he suffered just like Sancho, Marcel, and even Ronaldo would have suffered today, and that's the problem with playing the McFred combo in midfield, because they just there to try to break up play, and they don't even do that good. And they don't even do that good. And I remember I tell all the fellas, right? I see the training video, and I see Carrick only talking to McTominay, and I tell myself, oh God, this man gonna play McTominay tomorrow, and watch me, the man play
Both,
full
both
90.
like that.
Full 90. You
In
understand?
the first 30 minutes of the game, make I get so much touch Sancho around the ball.
In the first 30 minutes?
Yeah.
What, about 5?
Yeah. 5 touches, you know. First 30 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
Which I find was real one-sided. Everything was just down the left. Sancho on the right-hand side. I don't know if Marshall was on stage or something. The way how he waving. Ever see big wave? I say Marshall wanna catch one of them performing on that stage because big wave. Real big wave, I'm telling you. And I think young come McTominay or Fred will raise their head when they get the ball and push it out on the right.
And I gotta show you how vital coaching is, right? Because there were many moments in that game where Scott was dropping at the in the 18-yard box close to David De Gea, and you're leaving Fred of all people in the midfield by himself. Does that make sense? You're leaving Fred about Fred is no Yaya Toure or no Kevin De Bruyne or no Iniesta. This guy's Fred.
But
right?
In the first half, it's had many occasions where I see Fred, McTominay, Maguire, Lindelof, and Wan-Bissaka. 5 of them marking 2 attackers from Villarreal.
Yes. There was one Jody. There was one time Dan Juma had the ball, and Scott McTominay and Wan-Bissaka were marking this guy. So Sancho was like, "So where am I supposed to go? Who's in the middle shutting down Villarreal's midfield, right?" Because Sancho's telling himself, "What am I going to do now?" Right? Because a guy like Scott McTominay is shifting onto the right to help Wan-Bissaka. Dan Juma versus Wan-Bissaka is Wan-Bissaka all day because we know Wan-Bissaka is one of the best one-on-one in defending, right? Dan Juma's not getting past no Wan-Bissaka. So why is Scott McTominay going over there to help him? And that comes out to coaching. I
think that would have come up because Dan Juma, the last time he played Villarreal, he would have had a field day.
Against Dalot.
Not Wan-Bissaka.
That was Bissaka, but maybe they saw that as a threat. You know,
nah.
Because of the game that Juma would have against Dalot, they say, let me double up on Dan Juma.
But Nico, you're leaving the middle exposed.
Yeah.
Leaving the middle. Sancho is supposed to be on the right helping Wan-Bissaka, and Martial is supposed to be on the left helping Alex Telles. Why is Scott McTominay shifting to the right to help Wan-Bissaka? Where's Sancho going? Who's Sancho going to defend? You got to defend as a unit.
Yeah. If the game started, and if you're watching the games, as you all rightfully said, the game started off that our wing attack wasn't getting the ball at all. They were isolated most of the first half an hour, not getting the ball. So, and all the play, it seemed like we were just following shadows.
Yes.
No, don't get me wrong.
And a lot of the space itself was like in the dead center of the pitch. It was empty because the thinking was, oh gosh, we don't want to concede early that we try to clog up. But when you're clogging up, you're practically stepping now on the center backs and them toes. So it's so crowded there that they bring in the ball right up on us, and we trying to now chuck in tackles, and it was bad to start.
Yeah, our midfield had no awareness of where Villarreal players were, you know.
No, they weren't.
Scott and Fred left so much space for Villarreal opposition, like they work for NASA. I kid you not, guy. At the end of the day, if you look at our first half, right? When we try to play the ball out from the back, right? Now I know we wasn't playing a pressing game, but when we try to play the ball out from the back, Villarreal players, they only like Bachak.
Yeah.
When Villarreal playing the ball out from the back, the keeper literally have like 15 to 20 seconds on the ball. He rolling it with his foot. And you know, it's like, I do expect Ronaldo to press, right?
What she does, you actually see Ronaldo calling men to come down, and I don't know for the life of God.
But there's what I'm going to say. When Ronaldo just make like a little dummy to try and jump with the keeper, when he looked behind him, nobody helping him out.
But Jody too, I think that was our
And
plan.
it's the same,
That was our plan. Not to...
Yeah, I understand that, but as I say, I'm glad for the win, but it's the same thing we see, you know.
Yeah,
because
guys
one
and
thing
was a little more conservative in the sense like, let me try and do while of the scene, the Villarreal to put it on.
Yeah.
Simple,
one thing with that, Jody, is that most of the times we would have conceded is when we play out, or when we try to attack, or when we try to press, and on the counter we get countered. So most of the time that's a lot of our goals would have scored, because as we know the midfield empty, there's no midfield. So the moment you get anybody to press high up the field is like hot knife through butter through the midfield. So I think Carrick was trying to mitigate against that. However, especially for the first half, it was too slow.
But Nico, you've heard of touch and go, right?
Yeah.
But what are these guys doing in training?
Right,
Well,
Phil, and I'm glad you touch on that, because this is what I was coming to. Because for me, when Carrick set his team, right, you could have seen what he was trying to achieve with especially the three players behind Ronaldo.
Yeah.
They know how to, maintain possession, recycle possession, keep the ball. That's their strengths, right? So what Carrick wanted was for us to stay compact, keep the ball, and try to move and progress the football. What caused that to break down was the fact that every time Fred and McTominay got the ball, they lost the ball.
Wan-Bissaka too.
Wan-Bissaka as well.
Wan-Bissaka
Tellez as
too.
well.
Tellez as well.
Right? So it broke down the entire game plan in terms of trying to, because if you look at how Villarreal hold the ball and move the ball, it's like everybody on that team from goalkeeper to striker is a midfielder. You know what I'm saying? So what he tried to
Technical ability.
Correct. So what Carrick was trying to do is trying to get players on the pitch who will be able to hold the ball, so we can at least go on par with Villarreal on that level, right? And it didn't work out, because every time Fred get the ball, Fred was doing some kind of nonsense to lose it. Every time McTominay get the ball, he trying something, and something with our midfield. One, we just hold on to the ball too long. And secondly, right, why are we so slow in everything that we just do? We giving Villarreal time to recover and squeeze us.
So yeah, this story, right?
That is stem from the defense, because when Maguire get the ball or Lindelof get the ball, it just hold on to it so long that when Fred or McTominay do get it now, all them have to do is hit it back to Maguire, because they don't get
close down, the space and close down.
But what has happened to?
As the Tellez, I wouldn't knock Tellez, because he really lacking a match. I wouldn't say match fitness, but that match awareness.
Match awareness,
Yeah. Understand? Because it's on many occasions, again in the first half, when he gain that ball on that left wing hand, it's just like poor control. They understand? Like man just closing them down fast, like them realize because of that lack of match sharpness, they decide to attack Tellez, and we was losing the ball a lot on the left side, and that's why I was keep saying, shouting at my TV, why they don't swing the ball over on the right side? Because you're putting Tellez, somebody who not accustomed playing, or putting him under pressure.
Yeah, and as Reem said, because that was the initial plan and it wasn't working, that is the reason why Martial would have started too. But then when you see it not working now, then okay, we had to switch formation and we had to switch it up now. So then that is when it's about the 20th to the 30th minute now. You saw us trying now to go longer with the ball. And then now Villarreal was they're coming down at us. So we're trying to go over them to Sancho and to Martial, but that is not Martial game either.
Here's the thing, Chef. When I saw Martial and Van de Beek starting, I said those two starting, they're going to be subbed as well too, because they're the scapegoat, right? Because if plan A isn't working, the obvious plan is to bring on Bruno and Rashford. Who's going to suffer? Martial and Van de Beek. I saw that coming. right?
And the reason for that was because the midfield didn't do their job properly, eh? Nico, you wanted to say something?
With all that being said and done at the end of the day, you had to give a big round of applause.
Yeah. That man make two of the greatest saves.
Three.
Three.
Well, we won in the second half, but listen to me. He saved us. This is why. This is why it has amazed me why the Hatters get beat at first post. Because this man could real save. So why you just get beat at first post? But that being said, and I want to, because men try to come and are defending my position at that. Listen to me. When Scott and Fred improved, you saw the difference in that side. In today's game,
you mean when we scored the goal? You mean when we scored the goal?
That's only happened after we scored. But here, I want to get some comments.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Fred started to look a little better because he started to do the only thing that Fred could do, which is try and win the ball and pass to somebody who know what to do with the ball.
And Scott came out with a lot more attacking intent. You see this? You remember when Van Gaal was the coach? No, he did. He did. Dog, the man was getting the ball in the middle and spraying it to both sides. Well, the wicked hour. We just be on the men. And then get Jack the jacket sometimes, dog. The man was dog, and I sit down and I'm talking to him and I'm watching it and I said, you could see, like Carrick tell this man, Dan, stop putting the ball in the back. Get the ball forward some more. Just show the difference. We just be on the we just blast them. But let me get Jack the jacket at times. You saw the difference.
Our standard is Paul School standard, no? That we standard.
Agreed. And I'm not saying no, but I just dealing with the clowns we have right now, you know. I can't say Paul Scholes when we don't have a Paul Scholes player.
Right.
Yeah, so Nico, you wanted to make a point before I go to the comments? Or?
Oh no, I was just telling in terms of when Jody was saying that the defense taking too long with the ball. To me, it's because the midfielders not putting themselves in position to receive a proper pass. Because midfielders marking them off and they putting themselves under pressure. So now the defense, and we done under pressure in terms of confidence. Maguire not passing no ball for Scott or Fred in that midfield with a man close to them. He not doing that because he's struggling with confidence. You saw him today. I don't know. I swear he was playing left back, right? And then when a man can pass the ball to him right there and he's saying, no, you're running. He hiding. He don't want the ball. So, so I think the midfielders had a, they had to work out their angles in terms of where to go to receive passes now. But
let me say something to that too. It's not just the midfielders. I personally find our players, our off the ball running is terrible. Our spacing is terrible. So you see that? Because whenever we play a little closer to each other, you see it. You see the bap. We had a few players like that. Where it was one touch, bap, and then reach. But most times, men so far, we afraid to play supportive football.
Because confidence low.
Hiding to the ball.
Confidence low.
Let me get some comments here, right? And then we could just continue on talking about the game here. I am saying it looked like we lacked confidence in the beginning of the game. Then we got into it.
Especially Maguire.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maguire.
Yeah. Jason, thanks for joining, buddy. He's saying why when Maguire have the ball, he just run into a player or wait for the player to come and wrestle with him. And he do that against Watford, and that's how he gets sent off, eh?
He always do that. He does do that at least once every game.
Yeah.
Pass the ball. You're not a midfielder.
Exactly. I am saying here, you could clearly see what the substitutes were going to be. Yeah.
Of course.
I was surprised by halftime. We didn't see one, to be honest.
Because
the performance was so poor in the first half. I was surprised that he came out with the same team.
But you see,
he gave men a little extra, but I'm glad he didn't take, because Ole, When I go till about the 70th, 80th, and then look to make them substitutions.
Let me tell you something, right? Let me
And
tell you
he
something,
was,
right? If Rashford and Bruno had started, Carrick would have done the same thing. You had to understand the favourites were on the bench, so it was easy to make the substitutions early.
yeah.
You understand? But if
Exactly.
Bruno
But
and
how
Rashford
long-
was on the field, them
but
substitutions might have get
honest,
late.
Yeah, but watch
late.
out.
Carrick.
Watch
To be
how
honest,
long
Carrick
them
can say
fellas.
that,
Watch how
Well,
long them
for
fellas
Carrick,
was
yeah,
on
true.
the sideline. Watch how long them fellas was on the sideline waiting to come on almost 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It had about 3 stoppages where they can make the switch and bring them on.
I guess the timing wasn't so bad in terms of if it was Solskjaer.
See that
Yeah,
comment? See that comment there? I would have done the exact same thing. I would have
Correct.
taken off Scott, put Van de Beek a bit deeper, and put Bruno in that number 10 position, right? Because you're killing Van de Beek's confidence when you sub him off, man. The guy had a lovely game versus Watford. Don't mind the result. The guy had a great game versus Watford in that second half, man. So I mean,
And he played from in McTominay position, eh? So
And-
that
and
move here would have been the ideal thing to do.
And you know, all this is. Go ahead.
Hear me out.
Yeah, sorry.
Hear me
I
out,
want to
right?
ask Phil something.
Now,
When
I look
Jody
at it on a different level that Carrick only rest Rashford and Fernandez based on the game the other play weekend coming in.
I don't think so.
But you see, all that though is hindsight, you know. It is.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, you know, and it's easy to say that, but we don't know that. We that might be our opinion.
Jody, let me pose something else to you.
All right, let
me ask you something, Jody. Let's say we had lost that game today. That means we will be pressure going into young boys.
Yeah.
Right.
I'd rather we secure Champions League a spot, and we have less pressure going into young boys and Chelsea this weekend.
right now,
I personally find we supposed to have a squad of players that each one of those 21, 22 players able to start when called upon. So, no, it had to be so. Dan, look at any other big team. Every one of the players can start. So you can't tell me that we depending on one amount of players to start.
Chef, we don't have quality in squad depth. We have squad depth, but we don't have quality in squad depth.
Let me ask you a question, right? Against Chelsea, Donny van der Beek and Anthony Martial starting.
Martial not started. I was starting Van der Beek.
No.
Real talk. I was starting Van der Beek.
Not who you starting. I asked. Against Chelsea, are you seeing Donny?
I would be surprised. I would be surprised if Carrick starts Van der Beek.
That is why I said he rest them off for that game to Saturday. Yeah.
Because I too much pressure going into the young boys game. Because we losing today, right? We losing today. You know that you know what that's going to do to even Carrick resume in terms of because now he's putting himself in the shop window.
That's what
Manchester United manager to be a manager in the Premier League or the Championship or wherever. So he have
none to lose, you know. He have none to lose.
You can't say that, dog. Listen, you know, starting off your managerial position. No, understand what I'm saying, right? He is put there as a stopgap for now, right? Agreed.
That is only.
But he is starting off his managerial career. So he can't afford to look bad, you know. Look at Ryan Giggs. Ryan Giggs ever get that job after that?
Chef.
Well, you went to the Welsh national
team. You want to bet come next week Monday?
Whatever.
Manchester have a manager. Come next week Monday. Manchester will have a manager. Carrick only DFA this game and Chelsea game. What channel will see?
Okay.
No.
Today,
I agree.
Could
but
put him in the running
still,
for a managerial job.
Let me ask you something, right? Do you think Carrick is going to, whoever the manager coming, do you think he's going to be our assistant still?
Well, depends on who the manager is. He coming in with key team, you know. Bye, Carrick.
That is the answer.
Bye, Carrick. I telling you.
Dan, Michael Carrick.
For him to put his best foot forward.
Bye, Phelan. Bye, McKenna. Bye, Carrick. When
I agree. I find all of them should have gone with Ole.
You feel Pochettino coming in to work with Carrick and them? He have a
God, hope is not. Orianda Pochettino talk,
If
Jerry.
it's Brendan Rodgers,
Alia.
no, you ain't give me a chance to talk. If it's Brendan Rodgers, he have his team who he have to work with.
Yeah.
You understand?
Right. No.
So, Carrick and them.
No. So here what is obtained. And this just in passing, right? Because I want to move on. But just to respond to Jody, what is obtained, right? Normally when a club negotiating with a manager to take over, it is of a separate negotiation for your backroom staff. Because what the club does want to do is they just want to push their own people. And that's one of the reasons why Conte, the first time with Spurs, Conte had some issues with his backroom staff. So I wouldn't be surprised if the club trying to push Carrick through, and if somebody like Poch come, Carrick could form part of the backroom staff. You understand what I'm saying? So don't be surprised.
Bringing towels or bringing towels on the team for them and them in the training ground. But not for tactics, I telling you. Because as I tell you, from today to the beginning of the season, I did not see anything different really.
Yeah, I mean, but Carrick can all say that, you know. Carrick has been working with Ole since how much, 3 years now. So what difference?
And then on top of that, in the interview, you're balling. This one is Ole.
Yeah, but it was an emotional send off for
Ole ship don't sail. Ole ship sail.
Yeah, but we remember they would have been together for 3 years, so they're still in a grieving process.
Yeah,
you know. But I was just trying to say, well, bring back Ole.
So he's saying that it's just showing respect now, which I think anybody would have done in his position.
So. I think I agree with that. Let me just get some more comments here, right? So that we could move on with the discussion. Where am I? Okay, yeah. So Simeon, thanks for joining, but he's saying late and unprepared, just like that Oli sack.
You find I was on. That should have happened long before.
No,
our board was unprepared.
No, we said is he coming
to
the discussion late and unprepared, just like how unprepared the board was to sack Olina.
Yeah.
I don't know what them was doing. What them was doing for the last 2 weeks on international break.
Yes.
He also said we need Champions League next year to test what we have, hopefully, with a new coach. Now, good. So I have this question here earlier, right? I have this question following it, and Simeon mentioned it here. How important, right, is a top 4 finish in the league now that we don't have, and understand why I'm asking, now that we don't have Europa League route to the Champions League, how important is top 4 finish in the league? Because if we lose in the knockout, let me say we draw a Bayern and we get knocked out.
Oh,
right?
draw Bayern, what?
No, we're not drawing Bayern.
I just drawing a scenario to make a point, right?
Yeah,
if we were to draw a top team in the next round, the round of 16, right? And we get knocked out of the Champions League. Right now we in 8th position and we have Chelsea coming, we have Arsenal coming, right? And we league form, I can't have confidence in our league form right now.
All right.
How important is top 4? Because watchmen, normally we could we could still go through the Europa League route to make it to the Champions League if we finish 7th or 8th in the league, right? So now that we don't have Europa League as an option, which I accept, taking that, the league, how important the league is now.
It should never be an option. That means Manchester United finishing, and this is how far we have fell. That the discussion had to be that we don't have Europa again to get in Champions League, and we're in 8th position. I'm gonna tell you something. We better buck up and move up that table. And I personally find, why it's so impactful? Because we're going into a season where we could lose Pogba, we could lose Lingard, and a couple of other players. So to at least get the type of midfield we want, we had to have Champions League to offer, men. It can't just be about money because obviously it's not about money alone. Or Manchester would not be able to sign anybody. We had to be able to offer something. So top four.
It's not just players alone. Because remember, you're looking to bring in a new manager.
Right. So this is what this is. So Jody gets it right there. So that managerial appointment is important. It's important.
Exactly, because
it's important.
Because remember, certain the one or two top managers that have outside there, right? They may come in to go and play no Europa League.
I disagree with that.
I personally find this is just my opinion that a top four finish is more to attract players than a manager.
Of course.
A manager, here's the thing. As a new manager is probably going to like coming in. He don't have the pressure of Champions League. So let me get that season to put more philosophy on this team. Get them back into Champions League and we go forward.
Yeah, if you think about it. We as a club can still attract players without Champions League. Zlatan came, Pogba came, Di Maria came. Those players came, and we still didn't have Champions League football. But it's a bit easier on us in the transfer window if we are at least in the top four and we were challenging for Champions League.
Agreed. So that's why I'm saying that to attract a manager, I don't find that is a must.
No. Well, I'm saying, all right, let me just get Nico.
No, go ahead.
But basically what I was saying, and the reason why I had mentioned the manager is not necessarily to have Champions League to attract the manager. The point is, if we in 8th position right now and our form is not showing me that we can finish top 4, right? So if we were to get knocked out in the round of 16 when it starts, the round of 16, and we are in 8th, and we don't make a decision to bring in a new manager who would be able to take us back up the table, then we would not have Champions League next season. That's the point. So I'm asking you how important making top 4 is, because we do not have the Europa League route if we get knocked out from the round of 16.
Two words.
Go ahead,
Cristiano Ronaldo. He's not playing no Europa League football. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Forget that.
But he can't carry the team by himself. If Cristiano Ronaldo was Cristiano Ronaldo, then we would have been top of the table right now.
It's true. It's true. That means he's looking to win the Champions League. Then,
the way I look at it, Arsenal, Spurs, West Ham. We better than them. I telling you, we better than them. We are the better players.
I agree.
Right? Next thing.
Are we?
I think we are. I think we are player for player.
Oh, you mean right now on
player for player?
See the words Nico used? Player for player. It
yes,
just
we have to get the right system and the right coach in place. And I think we could top those. We could top those teams.
Right? 2. It's only 12 games going into the season. It's young like Algova. Right? It's young still. 26 so much. 26 games to go still. You can't write off the season yet.
True.
No. I don't believe anybody writing. I don't believe Reem is writing off, but he just be talking in terms of the importance now, because it's easy to say early.
I'm making a general statement. I directing it to anybody. 3. We just 6 points off top 4 from that 4th position. You understand? And I can't see why we can't. We can't. I don't know if the players and them could sign it in there. Soul.
Nah, we making a top 4. I think the top 4 is
we are getting at not to win the league, you know.
Yeah. To get in the top 4.
But to get into the top 4, because Chelsea, Liverpool, and City, they will drop points against one another, and somewhere along the season they will drop points. West Ham, Arsenal, and Spurs will drop points.
All right, so probably I'm not explaining the question properly, right? Because we have, we hear rumors that we have Carrick there until we can appoint an interim. And that interim will take us to the end of the season until we can appoint, the guy who we want to take us forward.
So Carrick is not the interim?
Carrick is the caretaker.
Caretaker.
Oh, he's a caretaker. Right.
Yeah.
He's a caretaker.
So what's being reported is that Poch willing to take the job now, right? But it's dependent on. No, I know you ain't like Poch, but I just telling you what the news saying, right? But what they're saying is that Zidane have to accept PSG so that PSG go Lego Poch. But the point is, we need a manager, because if we tend to go forward with Carrick, I don't have confidence that we go finish top 4. Players,
No, I agree.
Yeah, Nico
We need
said
a
we have
manager.
players on par of all this club and that club and the other club. So that's why
We need a
I'm asking the
manager.
question: how important is finishing top 4? That we need to make certain moves so that we can, because Jody say season early yet. So do we wait for the end of the season to get a permanent manager, or do we go and try to buy a manager out of your contract? What do we do?
Buy a
That's
manager.
that's the question that I'm trying
We
to
need
get
to get
at.
a. I have said.
Who, chef? Who? Ten Hag?
No, so let me say something before I say who, right? I posted this. Manchester United like to boast that we have money and we're the richest club in the world, all that crap. Well, let me tell you something. If you're the richest club in the world, approach a club and tell them, here's what. Your cost is 20 million. We paying you 20 million for your manager. That's how we're going to show there's a big club.
Real Madrid did that to Inter Milan for Jose Mourinho. Right? So,
Barcelona did that for Xavi. And
yes.
So that's my point. So we cannot go the rest of the season without a proper manager. That's impossible.
Me personally,
That should even be a thinking.
I didn't want an interim manager. I would them go after whoever it is they are the eye set on.
And Jody, that is to show you how poor that board really is. You see that 2 weeks we now come from? They should have been putting things in place, sit down with a manager, find a manager, and sign him. Not wait for we to get 4 from Watford to now scramble like idiots.
Yeah.
Let me just get this comment here, and then we'll continue. Simeon saying here we need a coach today. Well, 3 weeks ago. At the end of the season, we will look back to the last international break at all the coaching changes and how those teams changed their fortunes and compared to us. Yeah, and this is why I asked the question earlier, because if we take long and we get knocked out of the Champions League, we could lose out on
Yeah, definitely.
That's why I say I don't want no interim manager. I want them go after
Get somebody now.
Because it have plenty.
Who it have for we to go after all here?
No man, it have managers. It have managers. All right.
Listen to me. It have plenty. It have plenty to play for still in the season.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
You have the FA Cup. You have your league you're playing in, and you have the Champions League. Now, as I say, I don't expect you to win the league, but it has plenty to play for in the season. So go there, get a manager who you think suits the club, right? That will carry forward or carry up that next step from where Solskjaer bring the club.
I gotta play devil's advocate. If I'm a top manager and you approach me, I gotta ask you one question. Why would I want to coach you why would I want to coach Man United who are in 8th? Why? That's the one question I will ask the board if I'm a top manager, right? Also, as to stick to what Ree mentioned, right? If we finish outside of the top 4 come next season, what manager is going to want to coach us if we are not in the Champions League, right?
No, man, you're going to track up managers still.
But consider with the point Phil making.
Yeah.
With the point Phil making, consider that by that time we would have lost Pogba, we would have lost Lingard, we would have lost Martial, we would have lost Matic. We would have lost plenty players.
No, that's not a problem.
But do we? I can take the two managers that are on top of everybody's mind for the last month, which are Erik ten Hag and Zidane. Right? Zidane won 3 Champions Leagues. Why on God's green earth would he want to come to United, who are finished outside of the top 4, who are not in the Champions League? That's one manager gone. Boom. Erik ten Hag. Why would I want to leave Ajax, who are in the Champions League every single season?
I could see Ten Hag
United.
leaving because at the end of the day, Manchester United is still a bigger brand and a bigger club than Ajax.
It is.
Right?
Okay.
But
But here's the thing.
Ten
In
Hag
terms of
start
dollars
out,
and
he interested
cents.
in the job. Just not right now. He interested in the job,
You
but
never
not right
know.
now.
You could
Right?
hear.
And next season.
I
So,
look
you have
at
a
that.
But that
choice.
is what he has to say.
He
He
had to say
can't come
that.
out and say, I want the work. That is
He
the
can't say that.
professional thing to say.
Yeah, but I looking at that
But
space.
chef,
I
chef,
personally
chef,
find-
chef, over the last decade, only
Yeah.
one manager has expressed their interest in United job, and that's Jose Mourinho.
Yep.
And he got it, right?
Yep.
But you will realize that all managers would say something along the lines of, "I am happy at the club. Nobody has approached me. We will
That
see
is
what
my
the future
point.
holds."
That
All this,
have
all
to
this,
say that.
all this lingo that's so scripted, right? So I don't think any manager would say that they're interested in the United job. They
You
will say like,
cannot do that.
they will say United is a very big club. It's a prestigious club.
But I'm fine where I am.
Exactly.
But look, I just want to say one thing. I just want to add one thing. All these people who talking about this Zidane thing obviously do not know Zinedine Zidane history with English football and the EPL. The man was never on England. Like never. Is a reason he don't even talk English. So that thought about getting Zidane to come United, that best you believe in Santa Claus. That's not happening.
Chef, that's all. Before you go, right? I remember when you said that if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer make it through the games that we had, you believe in Santa Claus.
So you know, first I was sure. It was not happening.
The only I give it to you now, Reem. The only reason I can see Zidane coming to United is because the likes of
Money.
Varane and Cristiano Ronaldo have convinced him.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when he was at Real Madrid as the manager, he had expressed interest in working with David De Gea, Fax Machine FC, and then also Paul Pogba. Right, so I can only see Zidane coming to United for those reasons, because of Ronaldo and Varane convincing him, and then he's being given the chance to work with David De Gea, and if Paul Pogba is still around, right?
Yeah, you know what is the next reason I know Zidane? It's hard to get in. Zidane waiting on that French job, you know.
I think you think so, right?
But then Zidane won that French war.
I feel what the PSG work more than the
Ireland.
Here's why that PSG thing. Zidane is a Marseille man. PSG and Marseille is enemy.
Ireland, that comment about a wife that had a guy by the name of Thierry Henry who left to go and win a Champions League with Barcelona. He forgot about his wife. Okay, so some of these footballers might say, "Wifey boy, I'm going to win a Champions League and cement my history, and you can get all the money in the world." I just saying.
Yeah.
It have some names that being thrown about, for the managerial. Well, it have, as I said before, right? It have the interim and it have the permanent post, right? So the permanent post would be at the end of the season. If we could get them before, well, I guess they'll try. I don't know. And it have the ones who want to do the interim. So here's some of the names that being shouted, right? Valverde.
Yep. Who?
Valverde. That's the guy from Barcelona.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Right. Ragnick. Steve Bruce. Mark Hughes.
Steve Bruce thing.
Mark Hughes.
I saw Steve Bruce was.
Yeah, Mark Hughes. And who's this next guy named? Wayne Rooney. Those were the names that were bandied to be
Wayne Rooney.
For interim.
Yeah, for interim. Right? And
Rooney better than Sir Carrick.
And then the long-term names, Pochettino, Ten Hag, Zidane, and Rodgers.
And what about this guy too? From Salzburg.
Ragnick.
Salzburg. Ragnick.
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 That's interim.
Because the one who coached Bayern, the nickname was popping up, eh?
Yeah, but them can't get he from Bayern. Bayern is a big
club.
He's not good. That's not happening.
I don't know how his name coming up.
And you know who I saw? I saw them talk about too? Joachim Low.
Joachim Low, yes. Hey,
what is this?
I know about this Italian. All I know about this Italian.
I
What?
don't
want to tell you.
Ali Dicio.
Even,
I want
this
to know
man-
was
even,
the
Mancini
agenda.
name and all, Mancini name came up and all.
Mancini.
Mancini name came up. Yeah.
It
No, I
did
just
come
said
up.
it came up. I don't want it, but it came up.
It came up. It did come up.
He already managed Manchester City. He is not welcome. Sorry.
So yeah, what? How about each one of us say who we want? One.
So we saying interim or we saying full time?
Yeah, you're giving
Full-time.
one for interim. Is either you want, if you want an interim, like me, I don't want no interim. I want a manager.
All right.
Look, I find interim is for Sheffield United and them kind of clubs. We's Manchester United. Don't tell me nothing about no interim in November. You're mad? Interim?
Interim in November? Where's that?
No.
Interim in November? Nah,
Right, so
give me a manager.
In February or something, and I say, all right.
But
Not even.
let me just wrap up the thoughts behind the question that I asked, right?
Right.
The urgency in terms of appointing somebody serious. Because Chelsea made a similar decision to sack their manager in and around the same time we have now done. And they made the appointment with Tuchel.
Next day.
And Tuchel came in. He brought them from, I think they were 7th to finish 3rd or 4th in the league. They won the Champions League, and now look at the kind of football they play. They're blowing teams away. So timing is right. Timing is important, right?
Timing it's timing and availability of manager.
Well,
we bind them out, chef. We bind them out. We don't talk about that.
Okay, good.
So this
We
is
bind
why.
them out, cool.
So this is why I had to ask the question, because if we go to wait, we could end up losing out big time, right? Anyway, go ahead
Again.
and yeah. Ian saying here he won Ten Hag.
Yeah.
I go take me really want Pochettino because it come like me just say his style different to Ole and Carrick and them, because I had to talk about Ole and them because that's the previous manager that we had, right? But when I look at it, Ole had a 54% win average. Pochettino only had like 47% or something like that. Win
Thank
average.
you.
So why would
But
I
that
bring
talented Tottenham side.
Ten Hag have something like, I think, 61 or 62, somewhere around there win percentage with I have. So I will prefer bring he plus with his style of playing. That is the manager I would like to see come.
All right. So Jody is Ten Hag, right, chef?
Ten Hag.
Ten Hag. So all going long term, all going full time.
One time.
Yeah,
Buy out, go to Ajax, and here's the thing. What happened? Let me say it's Ten Hag, you're going to give him the backing that you gave Ole. Don't say we're going to give you 20 million for you to get Messi. Give him the 200 and something million and tell the man run his team properly.
Yeah, remember only get 300 million over 3 seasons, right? So he can't come in and get 300 million one time. Go through, Nico.
Yeah, I say well, Ten Hag. With Poch, I think the quality or the pressing brand of football that Poch does play, I think our team cannot play that type of football. He had to get a whole new squad to play that type of football, because that's why he started to struggle with Tottenham, because the players had to get older, but he still wanted to play that high press game, and the board wasn't giving him the funds to bring in players who could have been able to play the high press game. So that's why he started to struggle with Spurs. And I can't see Luke Shaw play no high press game. I can't see
now Spurs hasn't recovered. You realize that, right?
Fred could just be a pest. I could see Fred has had the energy for that brand, but that is it. Right? Rashford maybe could. Bruno can't. Ronaldo can't. Sancho will struggle in that brand of football, though, and I think Sancho could do that. You know, so Poch style of football, I think we gotta get a whole new, gotta revamp the whole squad. However, for Ten Hag though, I think because he has a possession base, creativity, technical type of football. I think we have those type of players, and maybe that's one or two, maybe two proper midfielders in the team.
Proper midfielders.
Yeah, and that's a build back some of the confidence in the back, especially with with the captain that we have now. Build back his confidence, and I think Ten Hag could use what we have in January, make 2 proper signings, and we could be on our way to challenging. Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. Anderson, thanks for joining, but he's saying Ten Hag will be perfect for this team. So a lot of people agreeing with Ten Hag.
Of course.
Yeah,
I can't even believe, man, considering Pochettino, he's a born loser.
Go ahead, Phil.
Boy,
You are side with Messi and Neymar, Mbappe, Di Maria, Marquinhos, and you're still struggling. Boy, I don't want to hear you.
I don't want to hear him. I don't want to
Boy,
hear him.
In a farmer league.
in a farmers league. I want an entire package, right? If we bring in Ten Hag, bring Van der Sar, bring Overmars, bring Frankie de Jong from Barcelona, bring Burge, and I'm done.
So you just want to rape Ajax.
I want
You wicked.
Why I say Ten Hag, right? Ten Hag have good man management skills, plus he had a mean street team too, dog. You understand? When you get him back, when you get him back, he will let you have it. You understand? He don't hold back. So that's why, I like him too now, because as you see how things going right now, is everybody's hug up thing in Man United right now in that camp, you understand? Hey, yeah, boy.
And this may sound bad. This may sound bad, but Ten Hag is not British.
That's the only thing.
What bad about that?
He gonna get criticized.
Exactly.
Like every little thing he do. Every little thing he do, he gonna get criticized.
Not a thing bad about that. Let me get a proper manager.
Yeah.
But yeah, bring Ten Hag, Overmars, and Van der Sar. Can't go wrong with that package.
Well, that not happening, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. Rim, who you have if you had to bring in somebody?
Anybody that go give Martial football or whatever.
See, I tell you.
Boy, Martial can sell this season.
Anybody who come in and like Martial, the guy might pick. If Poch love Martial, let Poch come. Jamal, you will fling some big stone on by you or Coman? Coman is a terrorist boy.
What Jamal living? Let me send a missile down there. About Coman. You drunk, or?
You see what Coman do Barcelona, boy? Coman wicked.
No, you wicked, yes? Best we get.
Wherever Jamal living, it gotta be 420. I'm sorry.
You be a Chelsea man, boy. You be a Chelsea man.
I said sorry.
Newcastle.
Like Martial go Newcastle.
Yeah, Martial go in Newcastle.
Like I know something that I know.
What? Nico, you see the black and white jersey you see behind him there, the stripes on him go to this week.
Oh Lord.
Potter, Mark Lion said Potter. Potter is actually a pretty decent manager, but is a step up, correct?
That pressure. Aston Villa and them fellas on them. Like how them sack the manager.
He should try Spurs or something. He should try Spurs and prove himself on Spurs before he can.
Or they understand why they don't. Or they understand why they don't like Manchester United fans. Be arrogant, bad, you know. Men say he should try Spurs, yes, because we Manchester United. We ain't win the league about 10 years, you know. But we arrogant.
Spurs never win it, so try it.
Anyway, so fellas, let me look to wrap it. It was a good day, at the office after a real torrid time, with performances, results, even a change at the helm. But we were able to dig deep today, and get a result that we couldn't seem to we didn't see it coming. At least I didn't think it was possible. I was just hoping for the best, and expecting the worst based on how it has been going for us, but we got it done. We into the next round, guys. Let me see how it goes. So let me get some closing thoughts on everything now. So I'll start with you, Jody. Juju boss. I know your tag man. Tell me how we beaten Chelsea.
Yeah. No, well, today feeling was like, if you and your wife had an argument, and it was a bad argument, a big argument, and I'll just make back up, but you know.
That's the first mistake you made. You argue with a woman. No, boy.
Yeah. No, but they were saying you and your wife quarrel, right? For whatever.
Yeah.
And you know, I'll make back up, but you know that next day still had a little.
Yeah, so a little friction.
A little tension, yeah.
That is where that game was like today watching it, you know.
It's true.
You know, you're glad for the win, but it's still had a little tension there. So I would take the win. And hope for better. But I know
you're sleeping on the couch still.
Yeah. But overall,
Jody, touch on Chelsea while you're at it. The game.
Yeah, well, I was going to. Overall, the game today, as I said, nothing changed. I find everything was the same. You understand? I take my win. I move on. Chelsea game, I'm looking at a 2-1 win. Seriously. And they serious. There's no joke or mama guy thing. I looking at we because Chelsea and them going to underestimate us, you see. And a lot of teams, no, I telling you, based on our bad run we had, a lot of teams, we will not play no best football, you know, but they will underestimate us and hit them on the break twice. Cool.
All right. Chef, closing thoughts on Chelsea and Chelsea.
Or you want me to be honest that? or you want me to be honest, or you want me to give you what I would like to happen?
Head and heart.
Yeah.
In my heart of hearts, we go and lose. Real talk. I don't expect us to win that game. But I would like
emotionally. That's a good way to go into the game emotionally.
Yeah, I would like us to, because listen, Chelsea fans come in expect to hit me about 10. So I do not expect us to win. Yeah, but I would want to believe that men have some kind of pride, even though they should have pride against Watford. But all right, and we go out and play proper. Where this game is?
Stamford Bridge. And?
Anyhow,
yeah.
I'm not afraid of that.
Yeah. We playing Arsenal home and Chelsea, are we?
Yeah, I'm not afraid of that. Yeah, so I can only hope. Don't ask me for a result. I'll leave it at that. Hopefully we don't get embarrassed.
All right, cool. Phil.
Yeah, so this weekend, Chelsea fans will be sad because they are without 3 players, and that's Ziyech, Kante, and Harry Maguire. Those 3 players will not be playing, and Chelsea fans I feel a bit more positive that Harry Maguire will not be in our defense. It will be Arabai and Lindelof, which is isn't too bad, right? But I have more faith in those 2 than Harry Maguire, right? In terms of result, boy, I am hoping for maybe a 1-1 draw.
Chilwell will be on the squad. Chilwell will be on the squad too for Chelsea.
Chilwell.
Yeah.
I wanted Reece James to be out.
Boy, Reece James on fire, boy.
Yeah, he on fire.
I think
Shaw go deal with Reece James. Shaw go deal with him.
Sure.
I
right now rather tell us play than show.
Me too.
Jody means Shaw from Shaw and Hobbs with your man Dwayne Rock Johnson and Jason Statham. That's all he means.
Yeah.
Nah, let's show stay on the bench.
Yeah, let's show rest. I find Teles should get a run.
Let's get Teles a run.
I find Teles wasn't that bad today. You know, I find
he started off real shaky.
Well, we'll get Teles is the fact that he now come back. Yeah.
You see why I'm telling you, you're sure, right? Reece James will bully Teles. He will literally
I can't say that, man.
Like, I'm telling you, boys. Reece
James let me see what. I guess if Shaw fit, they might play Shaw, but I rather see Teles. I cannot fed up seeing Shaw and Maguire, to be honest. You know?
I expect to see Lukaku start in that game too.
Possible. Yeah, he have a point to prove.
But I don't think
Lukaku started.
With that heavy touch and he out of form too.
That heavy touch. All right.
Let me just get some comments. Let me just get some comments here, right? Eric.
There's Barry pocket. There's Barry pocket. And there's Luke Shaw here. I mean,
Lukaku. Yeah, Lukaku can't get past everybody. He can get past Victor Lindelof, but not Buddy.
Okay.
Eric Lewis say here, I am really fearful. For real, we get an interim. He does well, and the board gives him a contract, and we don't get a proper manager. There's always a possibility with our board. Mark J. Joseph, thanks for joining. He's saying we could win it, and he had to show with that emoji, right? Eric Lewis saying big up Fred today though for his involvement in the first goal. That's correct. Scott is the one who needs to hold our bench, but I think Fletcher is the reason he's still playing. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. So for me, I want all I could see as Phil would have said. I could definitely see a 1-1 draw. Or hope for that at least. Worst case. So I think that more or less my predictions there.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. And the reason why I say it is because I think somebody had mentioned it earlier that Carrick looking to not get embarrassed. So he will go in extra careful, so I figure the team will be, a team that will sit and try to maintain a shape, right, and not get broken down. And we go hope for a goal, right? And I mean, we've seen the season where Ronaldo, he delivering when we play good. You won't see Ronaldo for 95 minutes, and in 96 minutes, he go just show up and get one for we, and we go win the game. So I really think that Carrick will be going into that game looking for damage control, right? And that game might be a real frustrating game for us, because we go see Chelsea knocking that ball all over we, and we go see Fred and McTominay telling us both of them playing. Right?
I'm not gonna lie. If we score first, I park in the bus, I park in the maxi taxi, I park in the BWIA, I park in everything in front of the hill, boy. The formation changing to a 10, and that is it.
Yeah,
I would say
0-0.
I will say something. If we do win this game, the player I honestly think to watch in this game going to be Jadon Sancho.
All right.
Yeah. I think he in real form.
Yeah, he in good form.
Yeah.
2-0?
Seen it from today, right? That was from today, right?
Villarreal.
Okay. You predict that.
Right.
Man.
I was
Correct score.
I'm telling you, it's 2-1.
Well, watch me. Well, if we win, I'm taking that, but I'm telling you what my head telling me.
Yeah, no. Everybody go ahead and believe at the end of the day, but I telling you, I my belief, that's my feeling. I feeling that win.
Yeah.
All right.
That's something called law of attraction, You have to bring it in your space, though. Bring it in your space. Feel it.
Boy, send some of that attraction in the FedEx package to Toronto, boy, because I am not feeling that right now, boy.
So, fellas, let me look to
game when I start, it starts from today, eh?
You're the reset.
Right.
So yeah, guys. So let me look to rapid closing thoughts, fellas. Okay, brief and to the point.
Well, I thought that was it there. That wasn't it there.
That was it there.
I thought that was the closing thoughts.
Oh, that was closing thoughts. All right. Yeah. So guys, it was nice. Thanks for the, for all those who have viewed, for the shares, the likes, the comments. Right, we do appreciate it. So Manchester United is in the round of 16. So I think the game against Young Boys, while I don't think that the game gonna be a walkover because Young Boys show real resilience today, right?
Young Boys playing.
Yeah. So let me don't feel we could go and train any team and Young Boys will come and get walkover.
That was a dagger in Young Boys' heart too, because the sub that come on take the free kick and equalize that game 3-0.
Yeah.
The sub Atlanta, the coach bring on the sub, he just run on the field, put on the ball, set it for the free kick and score,
Yeah.
Now
you run around back around.
Wait, watch me. And
because I know
in the 92nd minute, Young Boys get 3 chances, one after the next, from rebound to score. 3 chances.
Yeah, so Young Boys are coming Old Trafford to lie down and play them, right?
No.
So
yeah, but that's gonna be the second shame thing go play them because we don't win out the group already. So I could see that game, but
Nah, I play my first team squad, boy. I want drawing us the first place team in the other round, boy. Nope.
Yeah,
I don't want no
yeah.
possible Bayern Munich, nothing.
no. Whether we lose that game or not, we top in the group. We top in the group.
Okay.
We already top in the group.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
so true because
that's true.
Yeah,
head to head.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, so we don't
That
top
is
the group.
so true.
But we have
Because
10
head-
points.
We could play some of them fellas too again. Let's try and get them
No, but I'm head to head. We have a better
Okay,
head to head
okay.
against Villarreal because Villarreal is the only team that can qualify.
Okay,
That's
good.
so true.
No, it's either Villarreal or
Atalanta.
Atalanta. Because one on 5 points and one on 6. One on 6
7.
and one on 7. Yeah.
So it don't matter the result. We will top the group.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
because-
play aside my squad then.
We on 12 points.
no, we on 10.
We on 10. We on 10.
10. We are 10.
10.
Yeah.
So even if Villarreal beat Atalanta and they finish on 10, we have a better head to head.
We have a better
Correct,
goal
yeah.
difference. No,
We have a better head-to-head.
Yeah, the head-to-head. Remember, we beat Atalanta in the 2 games. So
And we beat Villarreal twice.
Villarreal.
The only team that has beaten
Atalanta
us,
once and
the only team that has beaten us, unfortunately, is Young Boys.
Young boys, yeah. So that's why I could see them just getting them.
now
young
we
boys
beating
and
young boys.
all
We beating young boys. Ilanga and Ahmad, we not rip young boys to shirts.
No, Ronaldo had to start. He had to continue scoring Champions League goals.
Now you can rest that game, man.
Ronaldo-
But I
But he
can
had to be wicked to play Ronaldo in that
No,
game.
but
Ronaldo,
but
that's
Ahmad-
somebody now, man.
I want to score more goals, boy.
Yeah,
With 140, you know.
Anyway,
All right.
y'all. So thanks for joining. On Sunday it's Chelsea, so we will see you all on the next one. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.